Don't forget to purchase your copy of my book, The Origin of Names, Words and Everything in Between, now available from Amazon. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to be free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest tossed to me, I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Now, after seeing the name of this video, you may think the answer to this question is kind of obvious. It's called the Statue of Liberty, and yes, while the statue as a whole is called the Statue of Liberty, that doesn't mean the woman in the statue is called that. That would be like saying the four faces in Mount Rushmore are all called Mount Rushmore too. So yes, while this monument as a whole may be called the Statue of Liberty, what exactly is her name? You may be thinking, well, it's obvious, she's called Lady Liberty, and to be honest, you aren't that far off the point, though Lady Liberty seems to be more a nickname than an official name. The more fancy name for Lady Liberty would be Libertas, the Roman goddess of freedom and the embodiment of liberty. And of course the word liberty as we know it today comes from this Roman goddess's name, as well as coming from the Latin libertatum. Of course, being a Roman goddess means that depictions of Libertas started way before the Statue of Liberty. She was seen on Roman coins and in other works of art. Yet she made her way into the American conscious in the colonial era when they yearned for freedom and liberty from the British rule. In fact, it's believed she was first depicted in American culture in 1766 in an obelisk created by Paul Revere. As time went on, Libertas, or Lady Liberty, became a mainstay in American iconography, and of course the Statue of Liberty was gifted to the nation from France on their 100th birthday. Libertas became a figure of importance for the French too during the French Revolution. This however wasn't always meant to be the case. In fact, the Statue of Liberty wasn't meant to depict Libertas. In fact, it wasn't even meant to go to America. The creator of the statue, Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi, actually intended for the statue to go to Egypt, where it would sit pretty in the Suez Canal, and wanted to create something as timeless as those to be in Egypt too. And of course in Egypt too, the statue was to look rather different, being dressed in Arab peasant clothing. However, once plans for it to be erected in Egypt fell through, Bartholdi looked to America to home his statue, retooling the colossus to depict Lady Liberty instead. It's from these Egyptian origins where we can start looking into the name of the Statue of Liberty in another light. Not what's the name of the character the statue depicts, but more, what was the model for the Statue of Liberty called? As like most artwork depicting the human form, there had to have been someone who it was modelled after. So what was their name? Well, like I said, the statue was originally meant to be a gift to Egypt, and it's because of this many believe that the model for the Statue of Liberty was in fact an Arab woman, as the statue was originally meant to be a welcoming beacon to the Arab world. However, aside from this idea that the statue was modelled after an Arab woman, we seem to know nothing about who this Arab woman was exactly, or even her name. But it's not only an Arab woman who the Statue of Liberty is thought to be modelled after. We actually have a few other contenders. One person it's thought to be is Isabella Boyer, widow or friend of Bartholdi, Isaac Singer, though this is thought to be somewhat of a myth. The more concrete evidence we have is that the statue is an amalgamation of two women in Bartholdi's life. The body of the statue is thought to belong to his wife Jeanne Emilie Bartholdi, though as much as he cared for his wife, he didn't feel her face was right for the statue, so for the face he turned to his mother, Charlotte Bartholdi. We even have photos of his mother, and it's not too hard to see similarities between the mother of the designer and the mother of liberty. So back to that original question, what is the name of the lady in the Statue of Liberty? Well, the clearest answer is Libertas, but we could also call her Isabelle, Jeanne Emilie, or even Charlotte. Though perhaps this is just me being a bit too curious. I mean, the statue itself isn't even called the Statue of Liberty. When it was being designed by Bartholdi and constructed by Gustave Eiffel, I'm sure that name rings a bell. It actually went by a different name altogether, Liberty Enlightening the World. Name Explained depends on amazing people like yourself donating a small amount on a monthly basis, so a huge thank you to everyone who does. $1 or $2 goes a seriously long way, and just $2 a month gets your name here with all these awesome people, as well as a plethora of extras over on Patreon. I hope you consider supporting the channel on Patreon. Thank you.